given what we're seeing on the euro, bit of a quandary for Draghi, right?
Well, I think, as you pointed out at the start of this session, I mean, basically what Draghi is going to do today is outline a little bit more detail of the measures he announced last month. The quandary, I think, will come later when it becomes plain that the measures he has outlined in terms of buying ABS and covered bonds just aren't enough to provide the liquidity which the ECB thinks that the Eurozone economy needs. And then he's going to have to think very, very, very seriously about whether the ECB needs to introduce QE.
So question marks over how useful all of this stuff will be anyway, right?
Well, I mean, it is useful, but I think it's at the margin. And I think, in a sense, the policy which the ECB has put in place is very similar to that adopted by the Bank of England when they put the FLS in place in 2012. And we know that took 12 months to show through. So I think in the short term, it's likely that the measures that the ECB has put in place won't show the immediate bang for the buck that perhaps many in the markets are hoping for.
You expecting the euro to continue lower?
Yes, I think it is. I think it will. I mean, the markets appear to be increasingly pricing in some form of ECB QE. That's going to drive the euro lower. And obviously, if and when the ECB starts to take action, probably in the first half of 2015, I suspect that will drive it lower still.
I want to talk to you about oil. Brent futures, lowest level in 2 years. It doesn't really fit in with the big picture on the dollar's movements, does it?
No, it doesn't. And I mean, particularly when you consider all of the concerns in the Middle East surrounding unrest and the possibility that could impact upon supply, you know, it really doesn't fit at all. I think the one explanation, however, appears to be that Saudi Arabia, which is the world's biggest swing producer by a considerable margin, is increasingly pumping huge amounts of oil. And I think that is contributing to oversupply in the market, which is pushing down prices. Now, of course, that could easily turn around, which suggests to me that the risks to oil prices lie on the upside.
All right. So, okay. So I was going to say, is below 100 the new norm, or do you expect OPEC to move on output next month?
I think they'll have to move a little bit because I think they're looking for something around about 100. You know, levels of around 95 or thereabouts, which is where we're currently trading, do appear, I think, to be a little bit weaker than maybe OPEC would like.